Hey everybody, welcome to Mercenaries. Today we're going to show you how to add registration marks and taglines to your vector separations. Here we'll be working with some tools and art that we've separated in previous videos, so if you haven't seen the beginning of this series, there are links in the description. For this separation, we'll use the main registration mark, so copy and paste it from your registration mark file. Make sure that your spot colors are visible on the artboard. You can change your spot colors by double-clicking on them. Now go ahead and group your artwork. You'll notice that any labels have been maintained after grouping. Start by placing a mark at the top, bottom, and either side of your artwork. To keep your marks in line, hold Shift while you copy and drag them. Don't get too close to your art, but don't put them too far away. Films are pretty expensive, and there's no point in wasting money on registration marks. Now group your vertical marks and horizontal marks in two separate groups. With all the marks and art selected, hit horizontal align center in your align tools. You should notice how everything shifts slightly. With everything still selected, press vertical align center and see how it shifts again. Now our registration marks are perfectly centered with our art. The next thing to do is to add taglines so your printer knows which colors are to be printed with each film. Press T for the text tool and don't try to use a custom font, just use Myriad, it's totally fine. Give your art a name and add the date in case you need to make changes in the future. Click on your art to see how big it is and add the size and placement of your print. Now add the color and the screen number. Copy the text once and press Command plus D to repeat so that you have one tagline for each color. Rename each ink color to correspond with your artwork. Now here I've put a C after the Pantone number, and the reason why is to specify that I want to use a coded Pantone. There are different kinds of Pantones, and even though printers usually just use coded Pantones, sometimes they will also use uncoded. These two types of Pantones look really similar on screen, but can be completely different when printed, so it's important to use a C for coded or a U for uncoded. If you want to avoid that headache altogether, then I suggest that you just work with coded Pantones, as that's the standard in most shops that use Pantones. Now we're going to set the text fills to the corresponding spot colors. Select all the text and press Align, then vertical align bottom to stack the text. When we go into our separations preview, you can see that the text is knocking each other out, which is not good. Select all the text and go to Attributes, Overprint Fill, so that the text will overprint on each other. Finally, you can tidy your layers up a bit. Group all your text and registration marks and label them. When I save my separation files, I like to add seps to the end of the file name so that I know it's the separation file. Try not to oversave on top of your working artwork files, just try to keep everything separate and organized. In our next video, we're going to go over how to separate really complex looking artwork, but it is pretty much the same process as we've gone over in this series. Future videos will also include halftone techniques in Illustrator and some more complicated things that we can do with a base. Don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials and time lapses, and if you have any questions or requests, please let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching!